Okay, right. Good morning, everybody. Once again, if you are available on screen right now and you are able to type, okay, only if you're able to type, you're not on the road or something. I mean, I say not driving, then key good morning right now. Today is a Monday, fresh morning. All right. So if you're able to do type good morning, yeah, please go ahead with that. Okay. Yes. Thank you, guys. Good morning to all of you. All right. Monday, after a good weekend rest, yeah, a bit fully charged. I'm back ready for this morning MAO. Okay. All right. So let's just move to my secondary screen to start the ball rolling. Okay. Oops. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Everybody, can you see my PowerPoint slides? Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay, now today there's a lot of information to share with you in terms of announcement. Okay, so you need to be aligned. And if you have any questions, please, type those questions right into the Zoom group chat. Today, 25th of January, 2021, Monday, Trade with the Boys Daily MAO, Market Analysis and Outlook. Now, today's caption is pretty cool, right? The best trader, Nancy Pelosi. Yes. Now, anyone can guess why did I label her the best trader? Anybody can tell me? Have you read something online recently? Anybody? Now, this is not found again on mainstream media. Obviously, the mainstream media will not pick this up. Wow, Dennis, you're so good. Yes, she bought the Tesla options. I tell you, man. Yeah, her husband. Okay, be right. Yes, it's her husband who bought the option. Okay, all right, but incredible. Okay, a lot of things in the world. I always tell my friends this. Okay, that uh, if our local government, our governing body, highest leader, okay, is paid millions of dollars for his salary, I cannot understand how US president, the most powerful man on earth, take home pay is less than $500,000, okay, US dollars. So obviously there's always a lot of perk and benefits in one way and another, okay? Indeed, yeah, you mean Apple, Tesla, Disney, and if you look at the charts, they were beautiful, all right? Okay, so before we start this morning, once again, I need you guys to give me your disclaimer right now. Now, for people who are joining us for the first time, my name is Kel. Okay, I am the Trade with the Boys founder and creator of the system. All right, right now, if you just participated, okay, please key disclaimer, DISCLAIMER, right into the Zoom group chat. You can see now it's popping on the screen. Yeah, I need you guys to write in the word disclaimer to identify me for whatever I share. All right, because winning or losses, everybody must be mature enough to know and do your own due diligence. Now I have 97 people now online. All right, this is what I usually expected because on a Monday, usually numbers will be very slow in the morning. It's relatively understandable, but I need about 50 right now, 100, okay? So we have 42 at the moment now. I need 8 more, 44 at the moment now. I need a few more. Yeah, thank you guys. Okay, this is the important thing to start this morning, okay? 48 at the moment, 50, thank you. All right, thank you guys. I need all the disclaimer, okay? All right, appreciate that, okay? No sound? You need to turn on, Peter. Try your best, okay? Try again, Peter. Yeah. Okay, probably click on the volume button around the screen. Okay, all right. So let's just begin. Okay, all right. Okay, now I have a very important announcement first for this morning, very important. Now, we will still have our Zoom MAO as normal from now until next week. But by the 1st of February, happen to be a Monday, beautiful, okay? Right, only Trade with the Boys students, okay, will be able to watch it live. And of course, live means you can ask questions live and talk to me interactively live on this Zoom Facebook. Okay, not Facebook Live. Facebook Live is that you can see, you can type and the thing, the screen's a little bit small and not very clear. But when you do a Zoom Facebook Live, the difference is that, right, everything is very clear. The sound is very good. There's a little bit of time delay, but it doesn't matter because I'm still talking as per normal. But what is great is that, right, it's only for students. Yeah, so students will have these great benefits, okay? As long as you are my student, you will gain access to this. Now, how you gain access? Later on Tuesday, tomorrow, I'll tell you more, because tomorrow we might be doing it. We try out again, another tryout on the Super Tuesday. So which means that the link will be available on your Trade with the Boys Facebook group. Okay, only Facebook group. You're there, and then that is whereby you get the link. All right. Now, second thing is that, okay, if let's say you are public members, you like this MAO, but you don't want to join us for whatever reason, then you can still watch the replay at about 5 to 6 p.m. Yeah, about 5 to 6 p.m. where I'm really has the list of jobs on my hand, then I will upload the replay. So of course, if you want to get my morning views, early and make money from it, then why not just join us early? All right, join us as a member. Okay. Now the fees is not expensive, my friend. I'm sure that you can make back money rather easily, and we have tried out yesterday. It was a very good experiment. Okay, so think about it, okay, my friends. Now, just a little bit another sidetrack information. Tomorrow, MAO will be postponed to a later time. I repeat, tomorrow MAO will be postponed to a later time, not the usual 8:30. Likely might be around 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. I will confirm this. When you look at my Zoom, this message tomorrow, you will look carefully at the time. It will not be 8:30 tomorrow, only tomorrow, because I got something on in the morning. Okay, so take note of all this information, only for tomorrow lah, huh? Okay. All right, so let's have any big news for today. Let's take a look right now. Big news, okay. Joe Biden issued his first apology so soon, right? So apparently Joe Biden apologized to the National Guard chief after 5,000 soldiers had to reportedly sleep in a car park, okay, in a car park, or we call a parking garage, all right? So what actually happened was, that, during the inauguration, the Pentagon asked for about 25,000 to 30,000 soldiers, and they trooped down to, to protect the inauguration. But incredibly, towards the last 2 days, all right, you can see this from a guardsman. Yesterday, dozens of senators and congressmen walked down and our lines and taking photographs, shake our hands, thanking us for service. But within 24 hours, they no longer use of us, and then they banished them into a corner of a parking garage. We feel incredibly betrayed, say one of the guardsmen. All right, again, you don't really see it on the mainstream media, but what is fact is facts. All right, so what happened was that for some reason, they needed them out of the Capitol building, and then after that, this guy got nowhere to go, so that this basically pissed some people off. Now, some of the city-states mayors are pretty upset with this thing, and they really want their soldiers back. So you understand this is a little bit maybe too many things on his mind or his team. They forgot about these important people. Of course, that is where he issued his first apology. All right. On off note, there is another news coming up from Bloomberg itself. Okay, dark money helped pave Joe Biden's path to the White House. Okay, from Bloomberg. Okay, this from Bloomberg. So Joe Biden benefited from a record-breaking amount of donation from anonymous donors to outside groups backing him, meaning the public will never have a full accounting of who helped him to win the White House. Now, obviously, the amount was really incredible, right? In total itself, right, it was nearly $1.5 billion. Wow, this is really a record. Even Obama was not even near $700 million. It's really, really incredible, all right? So really, money really is pretty important. Okay, so apparently now they are saying that, right, okay, Democrat wanted to ban all dark money, which uniquely is corrupting. All right, but then again, in their effort to defeat Trump, they embrace it. Well, this is a very strong statement from Bloomberg, okay? So you can read on your own, you can go to Bloomberg, but you need to pay money for this. Yeah, you need to pay money for this. All right, and of course, Larry Noble, a former general counsel at the Federal Election Commission, said that definitely Biden benefited from it itself. And of course, no one yet to respond from the White House, okay? So I tell you guys, this is how it works. This is how it really works. And I told you before, the last few MAO, and now you have from the mainstream media, Bloomberg sharing this, okay? Now, what is very concerning is that Israel, about 12,000 people have tested positive for COVID-19 after receiving the Pfizer vaccine. All right, so more than 12,400 people have tested positive after vaccine. Oh my God. And 69 have actually, go for the second jab and they are still tested with the virus. So of course, you can look at the numbers. In total, 189,000 went for the vaccination. And of course, the number is about 6.6%. So some people say that this is good, right? 93% is still okay. So why don't we look at 93%? Okay, fair enough. So that's why I give you the both side of the coin, all right? But you can see that Pfizer vaccine was less effective than we have thought. This is by Nochman Ash, one of the national coordinator of the pandemic in Israel. All right, and of course, there's some news saying that the Portuguese nurse dies 2 days after getting infected. I haven't validated this, so no big pinch of salt. Okay, anyway, but this is ongoing now in Israel, and I know that other countries are having that. So this morning, Biden imposed travel restriction on South Africa, UK, and Brazil. Now, the three countries I mentioned to you guys that they are very important. And of course, they're looking to also reinstate travel restriction on non-citizens from UK, Ireland, and much of Europe, as well as Brazil. I told you Brazil is a very important country because the numbers are really going up. Let me see whether can I get those, get it up ready. Oh, okay, let me just see. Can I get that up? Moment. Here we go. Okay, let me get the latest update right now. I have not seen this for some time. Okay, I mean, to me, is that these numbers have become more or less irrelevant. But oh, wow, 99.7 million. Wow, we are hitting the 100 million mark pretty soon. Total death, 2.1 million. Okay, good numbers. 21 million people have recovered. So that's a good part here. This is a very good part here. But of course, this number will have to be a home alteration soon, right? As you know what's happening later. Okay, so this is as of now. Let's say yesterday, they'll be more accurate. Okay, so US is still having about 25 million people got this virus. Okay, their recovery of 15 million. Day to day, about 173, lower down. The death is still there, about 3,000 to 4,000. While Brazil have 61,000 yesterday. UK have 33. Okay, and the rest is still reasonable. Okay, within acceptance, but that's Sunday. Usually Sunday data is a little bit slow. Okay, so that is what is happening right now. So apparently now the Dr. Fauci, okay, says that, right, the available vaccine appear to be less effective against a new and more contagious strain, but still good enough. Okay, I don't know how to interpret this, but, it's telling you that, okay, it's better, but, not so good, but okay. All right, anyway, that's all. I saw one little article, one interview on Dr. Fauci. He's pretty happy with Biden administration. At least he said that now we as scientists can really be open with what I want to share. So let's see how it goes. All right, wish him all the best. All right, so you can see now the CDC has also announced on Sunday that they removed the option for airlines with flight from countries, okay? So again, airline shares will be watched again. Okay, at the moment now, US have no South African variant. They only have the UK. All right, so at least now still not so bad. Huh? Okay, so what we have now is pretty sad news. Okay, Larry King, one of the very seasoned veteran US talk show presenter, has passed on. Okay, he was hospitalized with the COVID-19 earlier this month, and now he has passed on. Okay, and in Hong Kong, Jordan neighborhood in lockdown, apparently there is a COVID-19 outbreak. This from Channel News Asia. And of course, I got some news across the media internet. We have seen that even Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is the Iron Man, the strong man, and he's telling you guys, put on your mask and come for vaccination. So this tells you that he's pretty good being the first showcase that, lead people in. I think that's a very good thing. And of course, if you recognize him, McKellen, he is the he is the guy who acted in the X-Men, right? Okay, he too went for the jab. He's about 87 this year, if not wrong. Apology if I got it wrong. And of course, we know that Joe Biden and Mike Pence, they all went for the vaccination. So guys, this what is happening right now in the world. People are getting vaccination, and these are the key celebrities that are doing it. Okay, of course, one of the common thing is that they're a little bit older. So let's wish them all the best. Okay, we really want all this vaccination to be well, so we can actually enjoy our day-to-day life. Okay, so this is all the important things that I share with you, and of course, take note. Now, of course, the big earnings is coming in. Okay, this is posted by Keng Hua, one of team leader. Get ready for Apple first 100 billion quarter in history. I think this is really incredible. Apparently, even a pandemic can't stop Apple from hitting record level, right? Because more and more people are at home now, probably. So this is going to be crazy because first quarter to hit above 100 billion revenue. Wow. And of course, Jim Cramer, all right, says that, right, the market could explode. Explode means upwards, for this case. If Biden approved the COVID vaccine rollout, meaning if let's say it's going to be a blanket vaccination itself and he expects this vaccination to be good, then of course, the stock market will go really out of the, to the where, 32,000, 35,000. Okay, so this is the earnings whispers. Okay, you can see right now we have Monday, we have quite a few companies. I think big on Monday, but on Tuesday we have AMD, we have this Texas Instrument, we have okay, there will American Express maybe. All right, Johnson Johnson maybe, GE maybe. Okay, on Tuesday. And Wednesday, wow, we get a big one. We have Apple, we have Tesla, we have Facebook. My God, Wednesday, this is going to be the day, right? So people will buy towards, okay, towards it, okay? On Thursday, McDonald's, Visa, American Airlines, okay, these are the big ones. Southwest, okay, so all the airline shares on that day, apparently, okay, can't see some. And on Friday is Caterpillar, and well, I think the rest is okay. All right, I think Caterpillar will be the main one to watch on Friday, Honeywell maybe. Okay, guys, so this is important. If you want to take a screenshot of this, you can go ahead or can Google under Mark Earning Whisper. Make sure you get the right dates, okay, and then you can see this right now. So there'll be big movement this week, okay. All right, so I saw a video, and it's about IBM and Intel. After they reported a pretty decent earnings, but then after that, the share price went lower. So a few CNBC top analysts came in and gave their view. So Tim and Jim, they were very bullish. Dan and Dan, they were very bearish. So pretty well structured here. So two bulls, two bears. So again, who you support will give you the absolutely, verdict and then decide but I'm just telling you that this is what's happening now, pretty balanced. Okay, so this is what happened on the big earnings side. And of course, this coming Saturday, is my preview. Or at 10 a.m., okay, I will do a preview. Now, this caption basically captured a lot of people's attention. How can the market crash up? It is possible. I'll explain more in details on coming Saturday. I'll tell you why. What do I mean by crash up? Of course, there's inference of down, but I'm just telling you that there's something must happen first, then the next thing will happen, okay? So, of course, another caption is that this one-time meeting, okay? Now, do note the picture that I selected is Hala. Yeah, it's Hala. No, doesn't offend all my Muslim friends here, okay? Yes, indeed, it is about inflation, definitely for sure. Now, do you know that the onions in China has hit 10 renminbi? All right, for one stalk of onion, one stalk, not one bunch, is one stalk of onion. Because why? When people are not able to go out to work, or the transportation, the logistic, the administration, the general accountings, when these are stuck at the bottleneck itself, right? When people are not able to do certain things, it will cause a repercussion across the whole global scale. And about 2 weeks ago, I told you guys that on the Bloomberg index, the commodity index is going up, right? I'm telling you now, it's still going up. This is really, really incredible. This thing is going to hit us before you even notice it. Okay, guys, that's why you need to protect yourself by hedging, either through trading or investment, or work harder in your life, then you can cover this. Okay, so pretty simple, guys. Okay, you just go to tradewiththeboys.com/preview. All right, already 32 people have signed up within 2 days after we launched the registration page. Now, this is really incredible because I'll tell you a lot of information that you need to do and to protect yourself, and of course, to join the community if you want to watch the daily MAO, right, live like now, okay, from next week onwards, okay? So join us, okay? It's much worth it than you join, paying $3,000 to $5,000. You get only below 2,000. See, we are still below inflation rate at the moment right now. Okay, guys. So tradewiththeboys.com/preview. Bring your friends in. If you are students of mine, bring your friends in. Inform Susan. And then what happened? You were entitled to the referral fee. Yes, we still give a referral on top of that. Oh my God. So make sure you have to inform Susan first who your friends are, family members are, so that you are entitled. If not, you can't claim it after that. Okay, guys, hope you guys got the information. Let's talk about this last Friday's US stock market. So S&P 500 slipped from all-time high, and Nasdaq ended 4% record level. So it's a bit of a difference, right? The S&P goes down, but the Nasdaq went up. So this very crazy. IBM shares dropped by 9.9% because they went below expectation. Now, this is something that I must be very clear. The market analysts are getting a bit crazy and absurd. They've been basically putting the expectation higher and higher and higher and higher. So when they do that itself, it causes people to think that maybe the earnings can be fantastic. People buy on anticipation. But when the market release the information and the numbers are high, but because it is way or slightly below expectation, then the market react by selling. Now, this is a very dangerous thing to do, but this is what is happening right now. So revenue has gone lower for some of like IBM and Intel. Okay, now the market is really getting a little bit worried because a growing number of Republicans have expressed doubts over the need for another stimulus. Now, of course, the problem is not every Republican actually, is very happy with this. Of course, they may be still supportive of Donald Trump, but the 1.9 trillion has its impact. So of course, that will take some time. So you understand is the market bought on anticipation. Seriously, this must roll out. Okay. Of course, with the 50-50 in Senate, with this Kamala, she's able to make the decision vote. I think it will go through lah. But people are getting a bit upset. So now the thing is this, very clear now, the S&P 500 is up by 2.3% for this year. It's just only less than 25 days. But the market is buying in anticipation that the vaccine and the economy recovering. All right, this is very important. So anytime if the vaccination don't go out fine or the economy cannot reopen as forecast, these two will be the one that going to bring the market down in a very severe note. So traders, you just have to watch out for these two. As long as the vaccination is ongoing, economy is recovering or reopening, you should be on the long side. All right, of course, we have this Janet Yellen. Definitely, I give you 110%. She will be Biden Treasury Secretary. I'm very confident of that. So when she comes in, she will definitely push a lot of stuff into the, what they call Senate. Okay, pretty clear. All right, so Dow Jones, again, for the second consecutive day was doing okay, but towards the last half an hour to an hour, there was some profit taking. Last Thursday was also like that. Last Friday, also like that. So, of course, this tells me that, right, the market is trying to push, but of course, some big boys are unloading in every last half an hour to an hour, and this is not a very good sign. And I told you before, in the last MAO, there's a lot of insiders, they are already taking off their position from the market. But of course, do note, okay, across the futures are still very optimistic. They're looking at the blue chip technology to be doing well and going higher. Now, one thing to note here, everybody, is that when you do this thing, this one was screen capture before 7 a.m. All right, you can see that futures rallying and stuff, but of course that was not really the case because when futures were not even open yet back then. Okay, all right. So sometimes when you read news, do watch out. Click on it and look at the whole article, because sometimes the article can be written a few days ago, but they updated it recently with some updates, but they don't tell you the exact truth of the matter. So that's why I purposely highlighted this, because when I did this screen capture, it was before the futures market opened. Okay, so take note of that. All right, so that was what happened. Let's recap on last Friday movement. Last Friday, we're 135 people now on screen. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so last Friday, we saw the Dow Jones open between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. So I did tell you guys, if it goes up, it will go for this. Okay, if not, if it goes below OP, it goes down. So in case what happened was the Dow really went down to touch the 30,940 level. But after that, when it hit that level, it went up a bit lower and rebounded strongly. Why is that so? Because the KSI was green. So when KSI is green, -1 to -3 on the KTR will be a good time to buy shares or buy index, in this case, when there's a CCRY position. That's something that I keep on repeating myself. And of course, you can see on the Friday's movement, let's take a look. You can see that the Dow Jones, when the market opens, it went down initially. Now, when it goes down to KTR -1, you notice there were no color change available, no CCRY. But when it goes down to KTR minus 2, which incidentally is near the pivot 2, you can see that the CCRY really pop out. Now, what is crazy is the system of mine is that we can really tell you what to do at 7 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. and then throughout the whole day, it really manifested. And this is not the first time or second time, the third time, it's always happening. So that means throughout the whole entire day, you don't need to do anything. Only when you see there's a color change on the KTR, which is in this case CCRY, because the KSI on the day chart is green, you look for buying. And of course, this one, the market went up the first time, and then it went up the second time. So you see 2 times in a row, if you follow the system, you are able to make money just like that. So at 8:30 market review, you already know what to do later tonight at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. That is really incredible. Indeed, all right? So this is why people like my morning MAO, because they get to make money from what I share every single morning. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones movement. Let's see live chart right now. Okay, live chart right now. Okay, anyway, just gonna cut the corner a little bit. This morning, there was, I tried on the Bitcoin using the TSCB, and of course, wow, this morning I called for a buy. And obviously, M Trader also came in to call for a buy. So together we called for a buy, and I told her that likely the market will go towards a circuit breaker that is about 32,884, and really all the way we saw this really happening. All right, incredible. This is really incredible. Okay, so guys, if you want to know more of the TSCB for my student, go online and you can actually watch it later. Okay. All right, so this morning we saw the Dow Jones still moving up. Okay, last Friday we have a black hawk down, but not a lot. Today we have the white candle resurfacing, and we can see almost every time there's a black candle. Almost every other time there'll be a white candle aftermath. Okay, see, so probably today will be up there at the moment we can see right now. The MA30 today is slightly higher. Okay, still pretty far from the current price. So let me draw for you right now. 30,811 will be the MA30 level. So at the moment now, Dow is trading higher. So there's no real concern about the Dow on the downside, at least from the conventional chart. Okay, 30,811, that will be the level to watch out for MA30. On the long-term chart, we do have some resistance at 31,248, but as of now, it's still on a sideways momentum. So guys, there's no reason to be worried. Weekly chart-wise, we can see that the candles is still moving very beautifully above the secondary line that I had. So as long as the Nasdaq, as long as the Dow Jones don't break below my secondary line, about 30,700, there's no cause for panic. I repeat, no cause for panic. Okay, how about today's market? Let's take a look right now. Oh, today's, no wonder the market is going up. Guys, you can see pretty clearly. Today, the opening price of the Dow Jones is actually above the pivot 1. Okay, the Dow Jones is above pivot 1. So as long as the Dow Jones stays above OP today, it will be a buy. Yes, as long as market stays above OP today, it's a buying day. All right, because it's above OP, above pivot 1, it's a buying day. So it can go how high? Well, because there's no more KCB available, right? So I can just give a rough figure, maybe at the cash RL level. So that will be, let me take a look, 31,223, okay? 31,233 level, okay? All right, now we do have a CCRY on a day chart, right? On last Friday, the price was coming down and some students were getting a bit worried. They say, hey, KL, starting rate, should we cut? Now, that is the reason why we don't cut. We have to follow the day chart rule. So you can see by end of the day, the market actually hangs above the cash support level. Now, this is something I need to explain to you guys. Watch this. Now, you can see that last Friday, the market closes above the midpoint of the cage. Now, this tells me that there will be very big movement coming soon on the Dow. It could be all the way to 32,000 for the Dow. Okay, it could also represent that there could be at least some selling to maybe 30,000 for the Dow. So guys, I'm telling you upfront here, there is a potential of an upside of 900 points from where we are now to 32,000, or there could be a drastic drop 1,000 points down to 30,000, because from usually when the day chart, when the either the wick side now with the WICK wick, all right, triggered the midpoint, usually means that 1,000 point movement is on the way. So you can see that this is not the first time. In fact, the previous time he did that again, but overall, the last two times I see this and the way it went back to the cage support level, it does tells me that there is a higher possibility for the Dow to go to 32,000 as long as the market stays above the general OP price. But of course, if the market breaks below the support level here, the cage support level, then there might be some selling to 30,000. So guys, you heard me loud and clear. If yes, please give me key number one right now into the Zoom group chat. Okay, next time when we do the Facebook thing, we still have this activity. You still need to type to me. Right. So there's some people asking me, so Cal, likely we need to invest in some earpiece so that along MRT station we can hear you while watching Facebook live. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, invest in a very good earpiece so that you guys won't disturb the rest of the people unless you do free marketing for me. All right, thank you very much for the participation. All right, for me to get some water first. It's not easy actually doing this every morning. Every morning I need to spend about 2 hours, 3 hours to prepare myself every morning. So if 8:30 is the MAO, that means I must wake up at least 5 a.m., which I do every 5 a.m. I'm up already. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones. Let's look at Nasdaq, shall we? Now Nasdaq is still climbing. Oh my goodness, it's still climbing. Oh wow, again, new record high Nasdaq. Oh my God. So Nasdaq now is still at new record high level. Again, a lot of buying anticipation that Nasdaq will have to go much higher. So that's why I tell you guys, for Nasdaq, don't try to short it right now. It's still too early. Don't do it, okay? So as long as Nasdaq stays above MA30, no need to worry about. Of course, at the moment now, it's very far away, so I'm not going to be bothered to even write the number for you. Now, weekly charts or the long-term chart is incredible. All right, it's really crazy numbers, but it's still moving. So traders, just as long as things are going fine, stay on the long side, all right? So let's look at today's market with the Nasdaq, with our trade with the voice system. Okay. Wow, it has re-entered the pivot 2. Now, initially this morning, below OP was a sell, right? But apparently now it has went above the P2, so it's a buy right now. Now, today's P2 is critical. So okay, 13,412, okay? So if the market do break below the pivot 2, traders stand by for CCYR. But if the market breaks below OP, then that will be 13,387. So which means that if the market today breaks below OP, then there will be some selling, okay? If not, the buying is going to be still there, okay? The buying momentum is still going to be there. So unless the Nasdaq breach below 13,387, if not, no selling. And you can see that the KSI at the moment now is pretty green. So that's why the market is strictly very strongly on the bullish upside. Now, of course, all this buying is on anticipation and hope that the earnings will beat expectation. So I'm going to remind everybody is if the earnings doesn't hit expectation or it doesn't meet expectation, then of course there will be profit taking. And usually the market like to sell on news, buy on rumors. Okay, so now the rumors is expecting good numbers, right? So of course the market is buying in anticipation. Okay, so that is the Nasdaq. How about the S&P 500? Still looking pretty good, pretty decent, right? It's pretty far away, so I'm not going to be bothered by this. Just that I can push it up. The MA30 now is about 37.84, so we are still very far away. So no point talking about this. Long-term chart-wise is still pretty strong. So Megaphone is still moving pretty nicely. So no reason for panic at the moment. And of course, let's look at this. Okay, in general, that is all we have for that or Hang Seng, right? Now, Hang Seng on Friday pulls down. Now, I already reminded traders that Hang Seng may be taking some profit, and apparently it really happened. But today, the market may again gain some ground unless the Hong Kong issue start to spread, and then more people had to stay home. All right, so there was some profit taking on Friday. At the moment now, 28,099 or 28,100 is the MA30. Still very far away, so don't worry. Later on, if time can, at 9:15, I will do the Hong Kong view, okay? All right, so that is Hong Kong. So that is the US equity market. Right, so why do I say that this Pelosi is a very, very good trader? Now, this is a periodic transaction report, okay? Fowler information, you can see that it's Honorable Nancy Pelosi, and you can see that she bought in some pretty good shares like Apple, Tesla, Walt Disney, all the option. Okay. All right. So of course, Steve Henrich is the one that plucked it out. And then obviously he has some sarcasm here. Okay, Peter, you can join us because of some sound issue. Okay, I understand, Peter. Not too sure why. So maybe Peter, you want to try it out again, later on or tomorrow. Okay. All right. So Nancy Pelosi bought the Tesla call right here, and I show it to you. Wow, she bought at 620 to 630 level when the price, when I buy the call. The only thing that I was a bit amazed is that the expiration is 2022. Wow, he buys a very, very, very far away call. And the strike price is 500. Now, this gives me a bit of question mark here. Why strike price at 500 with an expiration at 2022? Of course, now she already in deep profit, right? Can she just take profit right now? It is possible. So let's see if to continue tracking her. We will know. But you can see, wow, she bought at the extreme level. And of course, after that, what happened? We know that the Congress passed the stimulus package, right? Delta 6.5. Yeah, indeed, exactly, Wilson. So, so guys, she bought. Then after that, you have the Congress passing it through. So you got my point here. Interesting. Anyway, not going to say too much, but this is really incredible. Okay. By the way, this is a 2 hours chart. This is the 2 hours chart, FYI. Okay, and of course, we have another thing to share with you is that right now, more than $500 billion of options were traded on January the 6th alone, the highest single day record. Bullish call options trading surged to January high, okay, with 32 million contract changing hand. You can see that, wow, from the option clearing corp, the average daily option volume has really went crazy, okay, really went nuts. Now, the question is why people do options? Because it's cheaper than buying a physical share. And of course, that's about protection in a way. So if you want to know what options, you can consider to, read up on your own. Do you really need to go and attend courses for this? In my opinion, not really lah. But of course, I'm not going to hold you back and make some other trainers richer. But I'll say, please find the right trainer to assist you. That is only my point. But if you can understand the options, how it works on your own, and then you just need to have an indicator to make sure that you know what to do, I think that'll be a better idea. It will save you some money. Okay, now the reason I bring this up, because think about this, okay? If everybody is buying call options, and if everybody is buying into have the biggest, highest amount of transaction in a single day, the question I like to ask is this: who is the one writing against them? Now, options, when you buy, someone must write, someone can buy, right? So the question is, who is the one selling the options to you? So 2 days to take out note, 8th of January and 14th January, right? So I'm going to bring this right now again. Very quick one. Okay. Just to show you something here itself. Okay, so 8th of January. Okay, change the color a little bit so it will be so bright. Hold on. So 8th of January is here. Okay, you can see there's a very big movement bar here itself. That was why the market was having a lot of movement. So 8th January is here. 14th of January, where we go, is somewhere here. Okay, it's the high here, right? The high where the market did a reversal and pull back down. So you see, what I'm trying to explain to you is something important. Wait, let me just put it up properly first. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain to you is this. These are the 2 dates where the market actually has the highest volume. So when I see such a highest volume indication, right, that's something that I always love to do. I will like to take note of this, and then I will look and put the closing price at the at the day itself, the highest one and the one with the average one. Okay. Now, when I do this, this tells me very important significant that if the market can stay within or above the closing price of the candle, right, that has the highest volume, then the market will generally go much higher. Okay. But if the market stays below the closing price of the 2 days that have the highest volume, that means someone has taken the bluff. Can you understand my point? So now you know what am I doing right now. So I have 2 points now to watch out for, 2 closing price. Apparently one's on the top, one at the bottom. So I can tell you upfront here, as long as the Dow Jones stays above the 31,131, in this case, the Dow will go to 32,000 easily. But if the Dow Jones break below 31,000, then the Dow Jones will drop to 30,800. It's pretty fast. It may go even lower. Right, everybody? Heard me loud and clear and understand this? If you understand this, please key DOW right now, Dow, into the Zoom group chat. Okay? Now you can see that this is really, you don't get this from mainstream media. You don't get this from most trainers. Most trainers just tell you stochastic, Bollinger Bands, what draw this, draw that, Fibonacci, and that's it. But you don't get really such detailed information and explanation and what to do right here, right? In this morning MAO, I put in a lot of effort every day, 2-3 hours, and try to think what should I relate to you. That is crazy. And of course, during the day, I had to run over to send my children to school. Luckily, my wife now helping me a little bit. Okay, guys, this is something that I want you to take note. This is something very critical. Again, I'm not trying to sell you the koyo that the market will fall, but I just spotted this again from one of the people who posted to Steve Hendrich. Now, when this person posted this, okay, all right, I began to search on this because I don't want to post things that is nonsensically post and no validation, right? So what I did is I already went through the T-bonds chart and I went through and I realized that this chart is actually real. So what is here is that this is the separating one of the, Larry Williams does used to use this also. Large speculator, small speculators, and commercials. Now, when commercial, they represent the big boys. So this is the T-bond price at the moment. Now, back in 2018, when the bond prices was coming down, not yield, bond price was coming down, you can see that the commercial went in to buy ferociously, while the small speculators and the large speculators dump. Now, it's very normal for them to react in this manner because they always see price to react, right? But the commercials were doing the opposite direction at that point. And after that, what happened? The market actually came off. The stock market actually came off. So now, apparently this gentleman, okay, one guy came in and said that, look, the commercials are buying again at pretty high level and the speculators are now really reducing their position. So I began to check it out, what happened during this period of time. So what we saw on the chart was something like this. The market really came off from 26,000, dropped all the way to 21,000, 5,000 points during the same time when the bonds market was actually coming off. But again, I want to stress this. This was what only happened during that period of time. Because after that, the market, the bond prices goes all the way up, right? Now, theoretically, if this is truthful, then it will work the other way around. No, in fact, the stock market after that went all the way to 31,000. So that means that there was some instrumental selling initially when the commercials were buying on the bond market. But then again, after that, when the bond price goes up, the stock market also went up at the same time. So was it because the Federal Reserve coming in with all the money? I will leave it as there, but just little information now, just sharing with you that what's happening right now at the commercial levels. And obviously the past does give us a bit of information, right? So at the moment now, I don't see any color change on the day chart, right? So that's why I don't need to be worried, Just be careful, okay? Okay, guys, so that will then all the special sharing that usually you guys look forward to, right? Now for gold market, apparently, excuse me, gold market came down initially, then after that it rebounded towards the closing, but overall was a bit down. The current market analysis are looking at weakness because of the US Treasury yields ahead of the Federal meeting. There will be one coming soon, the first one in this year. And of course, there is some rejection on the typical technical level. So one using 21 DMA is showing that there is some resistance at 1876. Okay, so again, guys, there's some weakness here, and these boys are calling for a sell in a way. All right. So let's look at the gold chart, shall we? Gold chart, the conventional chart. There is a rebound at the moment now, 1858, but you can see very clearly the MA30 now is still above it. And I told you, as long as the market stay below the MA30, there will be resistance and it's still coming down. So for today, MA30, I can tell you the number right now is 1867, which is very near to the technical mathematical level of 1866, right? The number that I mentioned. So as long as gold stays below the opening price for today is 1854. Opening price today is 1854. So I'm going to quote this upfront. As long as the market stays below 1854 for today, there should be some more selling today on the gold chart. Okay, I always tell you guys my personal view. Okay, just take note of that. All right, this is basically using the conventional chart. On the weekly chart, you can see that 1866 is the 90th percentile level, 95, 90 percentile. And now the trend line that I draw on a weekly chart seemingly is informing some stuff. Now do note the weekly chart is a BNB, so the high and the low, you can use it for consideration for resistance and support. But at the moment now, right, I'm not comfortable to buy gold unless it can cross back above 1866, which is the 90 percentile level. Okay, if the gold goes back into a downtrend line, then I believe that gold can come really down quite a fair bit. Okay, guys, so you have received the information from me that is based on the conventional chart. Let's look at the trade with the voice chart. Now we have a CCRY buy on a day chart, and again, same thing last Friday when gold was coming down. Some student text me on the site that they couldn't take it anymore. They went to cut their position. That was very sad, but then this is very expected. All right, so now today the opening price is above the pivot one, right? So which means that as long as the market stays above OP, today is a buy day, at least for now. It's a buy day, right? Today, the opening price, I told you guys, is 1854. So unless there's a change, the market trade below OP. If not, the market should be a buy based on the trade with the buys chart. But do note the KSI is actually red in color. So which means that, right, whenever the market go to +1 to +3 on the KTR, there will be some form of resistance in the market. I believe it just happened on the intraday chart. Let's look at the intraday chart, shall we? Okay, almost there. It almost hit the 1861 KTR +1 and pull back. All right, still a bit early now at the moment, so it's still all right. Now, how about the oil market, the silver market? Now, silver market, I already tell you, very powerful MA30. So last Friday, when silver breached below the MA30, silver plunged down. You see that? Really very powerful MA30. So for silver today, the MA30 is for $25.75. So if you use it diligently, you guys are gonna make good money, all right? Again, not many people will cover so many market on the same day itself. 25.76 will be the MA30 level. As long as the market stays above that, that's fine. If not, there should be some selling. And I say before, it could come down all the way to touch the MA200, which now at the moment is about $24 and about 50 cents around there. Okay, all right, so that is silver for you. All right, how about gold? Oh, sorry, how about the black gold, which is the oil market? I have to do Hang Seng, a quick one. Well, oil market last Friday came off. That was something surprising, right? It came off and it's very near to the MA30 right now. So I'll be watching this very closely. If the oil market do pull back, I'll be watching here to look for buying opportunity, and that's about $51.20 level, okay? So crude oil now is trading at $52.24, so $1 more before we can see any support. And the last time we saw this, the market recovers and there's a lot of money to make. So guys, watch out for crude oil, okay? $51.20 has to hold, okay? Remember, has to hold. Huh? So traders, please stand by each other and watch out for the trade later on. Okay, so that is the crude oil chart. Let's look at Hang Seng right now, since Hang Seng has already opened. Ding, 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 already open, right? So let's look at Hang Seng right now. Hang Seng. Okay, oh, Hang Seng gap up as expected. Hang Seng gap up, okay, at 29,600, 29,580. So as long as Hang Seng stays above OP today, Hang Seng will be a buy because it is actually above the pivot one. So as long as market stays above OP and above pivot one, Hang Seng will go higher, okay? But if Hang Seng breaks below OP, then definitely it may go and test this figure, 29,424. So now we are 29,620. All right, as long as the price comes down, it may go and test 29,424. Now, last Friday, I told you guys Hang Seng will drop, right? And Hang Seng really came down. So people who made money on Hang Seng call on Friday, can you key the word HK? Hang Seng right into the Zoom group chat. If you only have made money in Hong Kong, then you come in key, okay? If you didn't make money, don't do anything. Because last Friday, I called that Hang Seng will drop down to 29,500, and really the Hang Seng really came down all the way to that level, and many people actually made money from it. Okay, so I can see only one JL making money. Allison making money. Good, good, good. Myself, of course, I mean, if I call for something, if I don't do it, it's silly, right? Yeah, of course, make some pocket money. That's why I can go to zoo on Friday. Ma. Okay, I can see that only 2% went and made money from Hong Kong. Okay, never mind. It's okay. No worries. Okay, as long as you guys make money, I'm happy for you. Okay, let's continue. All right. Okay, let's on doing right now. So I've done the Hang Seng, I've done the gold, I've done the oil, I've done almost everything. And now at the moment now, let me just check again. I see some selling on the gold market. So watch out for that. But the US market down and Nasdaq still doing pretty good. Okay. All right. So you can see on last Friday, gold trading, you can see that it broke below P2. Once you go below P2, KSI is red. You focus on selling. You can see beautifully on Friday. Once the market, this is the opening price, right? So once the market breached below P2, no matter what I tell me, CCYR, you sell gold in this case and you profit from there. But of course, towards the end, you can see the KCX blink at the bottom and come with this beautiful package here. This is a CCRY with a BNB. Wow, okay, very nice. But of course, there was no trigger lah. There was no trigger, but KCX was there. So if anybody want to take the risk, they can actually buy out. All right, this one got no trigger. Let me repeat this. No trigger, but if you see the KCX and you see BNB and color change, of course, you can take the bet over there. And of course, you make money pretty nicely, all right, from gold on last Friday. Okay, then now we look at the Bitcoin market. Bitcoin this morning and yesterday. Bitcoin, we have a good buy here. Then after that, we have a loss right here. Luckily, we cut loss. If not, that could be devastating. But after that, KCX is there. And then after that, CCRY comes in again, zebra formation. And until now, oh my God, Bitcoin, we're in great profit once again. Now, one thing to note right here is why this particular trade wasn't a good trade, because the KCX was blue color. It was all there and was actually lengthening. That's why the selling was available in the market. That's why buying here wasn't a good bet. But the other one, the buy can, if you bought it to sell, you realize that the blue bar went missing. And when the blue bar went missing, that means that the market is bullish. Look of buying and keep on buying. So that is how you use the system to your advantage. Okay, just not only for entry, it's also looking for sentiment. All right. So the thing is this, before we go to my preview again, I'm going to go to Bitcoin to show you live right now on Bitcoin. Okay, this is Bitcoin on movement. Let me show you the day chart now. Okay, you can see right here on the trend setter, it's very beautiful. And I'm just waiting for the next CCRY to be available on Bitcoin. If that's available on Bitcoin, then Bitcoin may go up again. All right, on the 5-minute chart right now, you can see that there's a new trend setter has become, and you can see why there's a very strong resistance now here at 32,698, because based on trend setter, this is a circuit breaker. The market breached below it. That's why there's some resistance, and you can see very incredibly, the market really know what to do. It means that when this bar has formulated, the formula tells us that there is a circuit breaker, and you can see right now it's very strongly resisted at 32,698. Live sharing, you see, if you actually have this right now, and you can say for some reason you shorted the Bitcoin, and now you're already multiple X richer. Okay, so pretty good, right, guys? This is really live sharing right now. Okay, so you want to have this trend setter, you need to join the PTP to obtain it. Okay, you need to join PTP to obtain it. Okay, all right. So for my 30th of January preview, please guys, I want you guys to tell more friends to come for it, because this is going to help them a lot, definitely, for sure. Once they become our student, they can upgrade themselves to a PTP member and then get the DSCB, right? So that's why it's a bit of stages, right? So learning will be all e-learning. So on time, on target, you don't need to wait for me. So bring them to the preview on this coming Saturday. I will settle everything for you in terms of all their queries and their questions and stuff like that. Okay, so go up online and sign. If you want to support me on the day, also can sign up. Just sign in, put your name and details, and then you just come on board. Okay. All right, before you go yourself, sorry, today I was a bit late, so I did not change the food for thoughts for today. I apologize that this is last Friday, so I'm not going to show it to you, but I come to the end of today's sharing. So once again, guys, I hope you guys do well. I really want you guys to do very well. The market is going to be very exciting going forward. Okay, guys, take care. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. No problem, guys. Take care. All right, I'll wait a bit longer because some of you complained that I wasn't there to receive your thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Remember that tomorrow MAO will be postponed to a later time, okay, of the day. Okay, in from you guys. Bye-bye.